should have done that one first.
Yeah,
Shaggy's
that one should have gone.
yeah.
That one should have gone
I
first.
thought that was good.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
You got the rock, the dreads, and the choreo.
you're like the white guy.
And partake in the ganja. I'm Kid Kraddick.
No.
Kraddick.
No.
Sugar. And I'm from Jamaica.
Shaggy. No. Shaggy.
I'm not.
The last two were good.
I'm not about to make a ball to say. I'm about to put the humba. Yes. Start thinking on the corner.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not even him singing. So.
That's awful.
What did he say? I can't understand him.
That your fate is doomed forever because you're the product of too much plumage. That's awful.
Kelly is trying hard to have a baby. But is she really, really ready for the rigors of motherhood?
So to her we present the mommy test, in which she is questioned by her hypothetical 3-year-old son, Poulat Sanj. Poulat Sanj.
Let's see what awkward situation little Poulat Sanj can put her mom into today.
His mom.
His mom into today in the mommy test.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. And I'm like, it's better than yours. Hi, Mommy.
What are you singing?
That milkshake song?
Don't sing that.
What's that about?
Well,
What's she mean by milkshake? What's her milkshake?
she has, you know how you have a lemonade stand? She has a milkshake stand in her yard.
I want to have a milkshake stand.
Well, it melts. It's really messy. You better stick with lemonade.
Mommy, can I have a hamster?
No, I don't think so.
I like them because they walk on that wheel and they spin.
I know.
I like that.
We'll talk about that with Daddy.
You want to see a card trick?
Sure.
Okay. Pick any card in the deck.
What?
Pick any card in the deck.
Okay.
Not
There you go.
that one.
Okay, what about this one?
Not that one.
This one?
Not that one.
How about that?
No, not pick this one.
Won't you? Okay,
You
that's,
don't play nice.
is this the one you want me to
You
have?
don't know how to do a card
Well,
trick.
is this the one you want me to have?
Pick this one.
Okay,
The
there-
7.
Okay, I got it.
Is it a 7?
It is.
Wow.
It's magic.
It is. You're such a good magician.
Can we go Blockbuster?
For what?
Daddy said since you're not home on Friday that we can watch Hellboy again.
What is this Hellboy movie you keep talking about?
I love Hellboy, Mommy.
I don't like you using that word. It's
I love Hellboy. It's my favorite movie. I'm the only kid in the whole nursery school that's seen it.
Well, I'm thinking that's probably because it's inappropriate.
I want to have all my friends over to watch Hellboy with
Oh
Daddy.
no, I'd never. Oh, the mothers would kill me.
Do you know the movie? What it's about?
Not, honey.
It's about a demon who is raised by Nazis and he grows to defend the world against evil, and he's got a stone hand and Hellboy stone hand. Hellboy
Oh.
stone hand.
So it's a positive message.
He grabs your neck, Mommy.
That was grabbing her neck.
Strangles you.
Looked a little lower than the neck there.
I want to watch Hellboy. Can I watch Hellboy?
I don't know, honey. I don't think that's a good
I want to
idea.
watch Hellboy.
No, I'm gonna have to talk to your daddy about that.
I want Rhiannon to be my mommy.
And that concludes today's episode of The Mommy
That
Test.
poor child is gonna be scared to even look Freddie in the eye anymore.
Y'all.
You're listening to
Kraddick in the morning. Kraddick in the morning.
So it's a little tense time around here because there's been some changes made. We haven't made a big deal about it, but we made one here at our studio. We have a new operations manager,
Right?
and this guy, his job is going to be to manage all of us.
He gives us notes.
He seems to be a pretty nice guy.
How so rude. He went, our new operations guy, went to all this trouble of, he found this article he thought would be very interesting for us all to read, and he
Yeah.
Xeroxed all these
It
copies
was a
and
radio
collated
article, like,
them,
here's how you do this
you
or
know,
something.
stapled them together and passed them out, and then he gave out these flyers. What were you doing? You sat there and decided Al wanted to do target practice with the trash can and just started balling them out and throwing them away.
We read, we went,
You didn't read it one lick of it.
We went over over it, though.
We did not go over it. We didn't even mention it.
He gave it to us to take home to read.
He just said, take this home and read it, and Al...
Oh, dog, you lying.
No,
Al
Al,
starts going...
if you would have read it, you would have known we didn't talk about it.
But I thought when we passed it out.
Right in front of the guy, he's throwing it away.
I thought when we passed it out, we were.
You are virtually unemployable. I don't know how you managed to keep the job the same.
I thought we had gone over it.
You don't even know what it was.
I honestly, God, thought we had gone over it.
Al will walk up to the new boss, like the company got taken over once by another big company, and Al like walks up to the guy and goes, "So you're the new fat ass." I mean, you are just. It's unbelievable. But that's what he said.
I didn't
Say it on the radio.
I didn't say.
Yes, you did.
I said you have. I didn't say it's different when you're using it as an adjective, using it as a noun or an object.
Anyway, I was talking with Paul, and he said, he's asking me all these questions. He's like, and this was what brought this up yesterday. He's like, who's the smartest one on your show? These are things he needs to know for his
Is that why
employee.
you brought it up on the air?
Yeah, for his employee evaluations.
And you didn't know, so you had to ask us?
Like a new coach will take over a team and ask his assistant coaches, okay, who's the fastest guy on the team? Who's the go-to guy? Who's the guy you can go to in a pinch?
Okay, I
Who's the
wanna
guy
see-
that'll never fumble?
I want to see this list of questions he had and your answers.
You're going to hear them because I didn't answer any of them. I said we're going to have to discuss these on the air. So every day, until we run out of questions, we're going to throw it out there and discuss it.
All right.
Because he said that he asked you and you thought you were number one in all of them.
He did not.
I believe that.
Is that a stretch?
100%.
Now, he showed it to Al, but Al crinkled it up and threw it in the trash.
I thought we went over it. What?
I did. I swear I did.
So we're going to pull one of these out of the hat, one of these questions, and we're going to try to rank the show. Okay, ready? Okay, this one's simple. Funniest on the show.
Oh, man. I think the way to do this is simply to, for each of us to plead our cases as to why we think we're the funniest.
Oh, gosh, but I don't.
Oh, come on.
And then take 10 calls and that'll be the rankings.
See, I don't think I'm the funniest, but I don't think I'm the least funny.
Then everyone should
You know what I'm
rank it
saying?
then.
Yeah.
All right.
Like from last to first.
Okay, let's all write down our rankings.
Listen.
God, this is going to be horrible.
I can't.
Funniest on the show. Funniest.
See, funniest.
Well, we already defined it, Kelly. It's just hard to.
See, to me,
All right,
I
I'm done.
appreciate.
I'm done. Come on, Kelly. Mine's done. Everybody turn them into me.
This is hard. This is
Oh.
hard.
All right.
Shannon, you get to vote even though you're not in on it. Yeah, you get to vote. I will not reveal what anybody else wrote.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I swear I won't.
Okay.
Okay. On this list, we have Kid at number 1, Al at number 2, Kelly number 3. There's somebody out of touch with the show. I mean, because they got me first, not because they were. All right, on this list, we have Kid at number 1, Kelly at number 2. Yay!
Hey, look at that.
Al at number 3. On this list, we have Al at number 1, Kid at number 2, Kelly at number 3, and on this list we have Kelly at number 1. I wonder whose that is. Who's 2 and 3? Do you just don't care?
No.
We're just interchangeable now.
I deal in extremes only.
Now, have you heard us talk on the show about Matthew McConaughey impersonating me?
Kid Kraddick. Yeah. That was one of my nicknames for a while.
They asked me to ask you about that. If you've ever used his name in any situations to get a personal gain.
Sure. And I've used your name when I was in trouble a few times too, kid. So there's some people out there looking for you. That's always a good trick. Leave someone else's name just before you're about to get in trouble. And they say, "Well, what's your name?" Kid Kraddick. I threw that around a few times.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool. And that's a tip for everybody else.
Hey, Kid.
When you get in trouble, just say your name is Kid Kraddick.
Kid
Forgot my
No,
ID.
not a good idea at all.
Yeah, we're big out.
Just words of wisdom from Matthew McConaughey.
Right?
I'm surprised with everything that he's done in the 20 years since that happened that he still remembers that.
Oh, kid, you've done tons of things in 20 years, and you can still remember your teachers' names
Yeah,
and
sure,
your
but that's-
DJ you listened to growing
But
up.
that's very significant to me, but I would think to him not so much. And he did say in the interview, he's like, I'm guessing it's probably harder for Kid to pretend to be Matthew McConaughey
Yeah,
than it is for
a little
me
bit.
to be him.
That's cool.
All right.
That is
He
very
grew
cool.
up about a couple miles outside of town, so when he'd come to the big city, he'd
Yeah.
try to get into clubs and things by
Yeah.
pretending to be Kid Kraddick.
He really would.
It was a DJ.
And it answered so many questions for me when he finally admitted that to us, because we had no idea. But there were 6 or 7 different occasions where people would say, "Hey, saw you last night at blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "No."
Wasn't there?
Or, "Kid, did you enjoy the comedy club?"
No.
Because they let me and 20 friends in. It was Matthew McConaughey running around telling people that.
That's awesome.
In fact,
Isn't he like 6'3" though?
yeah.
And all buff.
But this was a time when nobody had a website and nobody knew what I looked like. And if you're going to think I look like Matthew McConaughey, I'm not going to try to steer you wrong on that.
Exactly.
So it all kind of came to fruition on one Sunday morning because I was such a big deal that I worked Sunday mornings from like 9 to 3.
That's prime time right there. That's prime time.
Yeah, a big break.
And I got the most over-the-top call. I've gotten calls like this before, but never quite this bad. I thought I would reenact it with Jenna, okay? And I'll be me 20 years ago.
Hi, baby.
Yeah. We get in character. Howdy, baby. All right. Hello, Eagle 97 rocks the universe.
Hi, Sleepy.
Eagle 97 rocks the universe. Hello.
Hi, Sleepyhead.
Excuse me?
You didn't tell me you had to work today. Is that why you left so early this morning?
I'm not real sure what you're talking about.
Well, my dad said he's excited to have your party at his restaurant. He said he can do it for $150 a person.
Oh, my God.
What? Who is this?
You're funny.
No, I'm really being serious. I have no idea who you are, and I'm married.
Silly, you just left here an hour ago.
True story. Apparently,
Cheated?
apparently, he went to a restaurant owned by this girl's dad,
Uh-huh.
and he bought everybody's dinner
Wow.
as me, and then they wanted me to pay for it. Matthew.
Matthew.
So again, Matthew McConaughey, coming clean on it.
Kid Kraddick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of my nicknames for a while.
They asked me to ask you about that. If you've ever used his name in any situations to get a personal gain.
Sure. And I've used your name when I was in trouble a few times too, kid. So there's some people out there looking for you.
Nice.
That's always a good trick. Leave someone else's name just before you're about to get in trouble. And they say, "Well, what's your name?" Kid Kraddick. I threw that around a few times.
Oh yeah.
We want to thank everyone for your calls, emails, posts, and most importantly, for all of the love you're sending to our family here at Kid Kraddick in the Morning and Kids Family. For the next few days, we're going to let you do the talking. You always came first with Kid, and we know he'd want it to stay that way. Thank you again for your kindness, compassion, prayers, and support. Together, as a family, we'll get through the heartbreak.
Kid Kraddick in the morning.
Kid Kraddick in the morning.
Kid Kraddick.
Kid Kraddick in the morning. Kid Kraddick in the morning.
Kid Kraddick in the morning.
Kid Kraddick in the morning.
Kid Kraddick in the Morning.
Keep looking up.